Assalamualaikum, my name is Noorina Sharia bintu Sumadi and my other number is BDB 2111006. Today I'm going to present survey on food price in KPM Beranang. This report is intended to see students' satisfaction with food prices in KPM Beranang. It is also to know whether students still buy food at KPM with that food price. The population that we select is all the students in KPM Beranang, and for the sample we only select Kamsi students. The purpose of the survey is to make sure the students are satisfied with the food price at KPM Beranang and to know whether students still buy food at KPM with that food price. Population is the complete set of items that are of interest in the research. The population of the survey is all students in KPM Beranang, and the sample is a portion of the population selected for study. The sample for the survey is all Kamsi students.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Farja Alia BT2043 and my number ID is BDB 2111019. So I'm going to present part B, which is presentation of qualitative data. So in this qualitative data, we only have two contents, which is students satisfactory for the food price in KPM Beranang and students rate on the food price. So we're going to the next slide, which is analysis of the data. So this is the pie chart, and the pie chart shows the students satisfactory for the food price in KPM Beranang. The answer to this question consists only of yes and no. The highest percentage of the students satisfactory is yes with 81%, while the lowest percentage is no with 13%. As a conclusion, the price of food price in KPM Beranang satisfies the students. Next is the bar chart. So the bar chart above shows the students' rate on the food price. The answer to the question consists only of moderately satisfied, not very satisfied, and very satisfied. The highest rate is moderately satisfied with 24 values. Other than that, 5 students rate for very satisfied, and the lowest rate is not very satisfied with only 1 student rate for the food price. As a conclusion, almost all students felt moderately satisfied with the price of food sold. So that's all for the qualitative data, and I'm going to pass it to the next presenter.
Next, I'm going to present part C, presentation of quantitative data. This is the histogram graph for students by day, and the mode we got is 6.10, while this is the ogive graph, and the median that we got is 6.40. And I'm going to show you the calculation of mean, mode, and median. This is the calculation of mean, and the mean we got 6.57, and the calculation of mode with interpolation method, and we got 6.10. And median we also use interpolation method, and we got 6.38. Based on the calculation method, the calculations show that the value of mean, median, and mode is describing positive square distribution. The distribution is skewed to the right because the mean is greater than the mode. Comparison value estimated from graph and the value obtained from calculation. The values of mode for both methods are same, which are 6.10. The value of median for both methods are slightly different, which from the graph is 6.40, while from the calculation is 6.38 due to bias estimation. This is the calculation of upper and lower quartile of the data. The location of lower quartile that we got is 5.44, and the location of upper quartile that we got is 7.58.
And I'm going to continue with the average amount of food price. So as you all can see here, this is the histogram. So in this histogram, we get the mode, which is 6.60, and it is for average amount of food price. And next is the ogive. So in this ogive, we get the median, which is 6.80, and it is also for the average amount of food price. So the next one, I'm going to talk about the calculation of mean, mode, and median. So this is the calculation of mean, and the mean we got is 6.97, and the mode is 6.60, and the median is 6.76. So based on the calculation method, the calculation shows that the value of mean, median, and mode is describing positive skewed distribution. The distribution is skewed to the right because the mean is greater than the mode. Next one is comparison value estimated from graph and the value obtained from calculation. So the values of mood for both methods are same, which are 6.60, and the values of median for both methods are slightly different, which from the graph is 6.80, while from the calculation is 6.76 due to bias estimation. Next is the calculation of upper and lower quartile of the data. So first we need to find the lower quartile. So for the lower quartile, we need to find the location of Q1. Q1 is the quartile 1, so the location of quartile 1 is 7.5, and then we need to find the quartile 1, which is we got 5.97. The next one, we need to find the upper quartile. So for the upper quartile, we need to find the location of quartile 3, and then we got 22.5 for the location of quartile 3, and then we need to find the quartile 3, which is the quartile 3, we got 7.67.
Next, I'm going to show you the calculation of variance and standard deviation of the data. The calculation of variance, we got 2.12, and the standard deviation, we got 1.46.
Next is the calculation of coefficient of skewness and coefficient of variance. So the first one, we talk about the coefficient of skewness. So in this skewness, we need to find the mean, mode, and standard deviation. So after we got all the information, we need to put in the formula, which is mean minus with the mode and divide by standard deviation, and we got 0.25, and the coefficient of skewness distribution obtained is 0.25. So this is coefficient is positively skewed. The distribution skewed to the right. The mean and median are to the right the mode. The graph above shows the positive skewed. Next one is we need to find the coefficient of variance. So the coefficient of variance is we got 20.95%, but the coefficient of variance value given is 25.8%. So the percentage of our coefficient of variance is lower than coefficient of variance given, which is 20.95%. Therefore, our coefficient of variance value is more stable than less variable.
Lastly, the conclusion of the survey is to summarize by conducting a survey analysis. We discovered the students' KPM Beranang satisfaction with the food price. Students are able to express their thoughts on food price satisfaction. The rating indicates that the majority of students are moderately satisfied with the food price, with 5 students very satisfied and 1 student are not satisfied. Furthermore, the survey shows that most students are satisfied with the food price at KPM. College administrators can help decrease food prices so that they are affordable and acceptable for students. Last of all, there are students who still buy food at KPM if the prices are reasonable. Thank you.